All right, well, I'm back live. I had a problem with the YouTube feed, but it looks like it's fine now. Um, yeah, so I'm just working. I mean, it's literally Monday at 4:15 p.m. here, and I'm doing some of the final tasks for the day um, for search engine optimization. For any of those that wonder, what it is that someone that does search engine optimization does day in, day out, I'm going to be streaming pretty much every other day, maybe every day this week, my whole work week, um, to give examples of what I do. You know, we do own a digital marketing agency and we cater to drug and alcohol rehab centers in the US mainly. But what is it that someone that does search engine optimization do, right? And I work from home, I'm in my home office. Um, I usually go in the morning. I go to a cafe and I do some tasks there. And then if I have to take calls or do this, like the streaming part, or even just because I want to use three monitors while working, I work from home, and it's way better than just one monitor. By the way, it's scientifically proven that if you have more than one monitor, two monitors, you are more productive. So I highly recommend getting at least another monitor if you don't have one already. So, what am I working on today? Well, today I worked on a bunch of stuff in the morning and earlier today, um, because it is the beginning of the month, or I guess it was the end of last month. The beginning of the month is usually invoicing and reporting for clients. So, um, I'm going to be sending over reports for clients, and then also setting up tasks for this month for typically writing tasks. Um, that's usually what I work on the most myself, is working with the writers, um, and tasking them things to do. So, for example, you know, some people may wonder, like, okay, well, what do you write in order to rank for, on search engines, etc. So, in order to do that, you need to do research, right? You need to figure out what's working and what's not working. So, for example, well, I guess I'll share my screen here. Um, for example, a big thing in the drug and alcohol rehab field are, like quizzes, right? For example, like, am I a drug addict? So for one of our clients, I want to create a am I a heroin addict? Am I a heroin addict? How to tell if your loved one is a heroin addict? Am I a heroin addict quiz? 11 questions. So, in order to beat these guys out, there are certain things that we need to do. Please read the following question. This page is like broken. Self-assessment drug addiction test to determine potential addiction severity. Please read the following questions carefully and answer honestly. So, where are the questions? Is it just not loading correctly for me? Or is it just not working? Looks like it's not loading correctly. Let me go to like an incognito. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so for some reason on my regular browser it's not working, but this still doesn't look very good. Let's see. Begin assessment. I don't know, I'm just going random here. See what happens in this page. This is interesting. Okay, so I guess then they send them to the call to action to get text support. Oh, text support? Check your insurance. That's interesting. Okay. So they have a Am I a Drug Addict quiz. I wonder if they have one just for heroin. Let's see. Quiz. Signs of heroin, mixing heroin and meth. Withdrawal. So it looks like they just have that one. Let me see. Since this is one of the bigger websites on the internet for this. Am I a drug addict? Am I an alcoholic? So it looks like they just have those two. Am I addicted? Self-assessment. So they do have a self-assessment quiz, and then they also have an alcohol one and then a drug one. So let me see. Let me see if any of the other competitors have a bigger one. No Recovery Village. Oh, okay. So they have heroin addiction. Do I have a heroin addiction? That's interesting. Okay, well, so in order to tell our writers, like, okay, this is what we need to write, I give them the. I mean, we have them. I mean, I have them so well trained, and they're so good at what they do now that heroin addiction quiz. Okay, so that's not searched for. Drug addiction quiz. Drug addiction quiz gets searched for a lot. So maybe it's not worth just, doing every single drug type quiz. Drug addiction quiz. Am I addicted to heroin? I'll let this upload here. Whoops, addiction quiz. Let's see if that garners any search results. Okay, so addiction quiz gets searched for 150 times a month. Am I a drug addict? Let's see. Adderall addiction quiz. Okay, so I want to see if any of these. Sí, los dueños son la misma persona y tenían a alguien que le estaba haciendo los Instagram, Facebook y LinkedIn. La cosa es que los que van a publicar en LinkedIn deben ser un poco diferentes porque son como más profesional en LinkedIn. Entonces, para que mires cómo es que tienen lo que han hecho, ellos la persona que les estaba haciendo los posts antes usaba Canva y también como un Google Spreadsheet así como haces tú con Springboard. Eh, pero sí, es para let's see what she's saying. Porque yo puedo hacer eso junto con... No, es que ellos no tienen el presupuesto para pagarle, digamos, como un diseñador como Jason y alguien que les haga con un diseñador, un graphic artist profesional. Ellos lo que estaban usando antes era su programador, les estaba creando esos posts que ves ahí en el Instagram de ellos, en el Facebook y en el LinkedIn de ambas empresas. Estaba usando Canva y con Free Stock Images y así como hacen con Springboard, con un Google Spreadsheet, se los mandaban y ellos lo aprobaban y después el programador, ya cuando les decían que sí o que tenían que arreglar algo, y después él los subía. Entonces ellos lo que quieren es pagarte $50 por cada post que tú hagas, pero no necesitamos a Jason. Sería tú, o no sé si tú y Mariana quieren hacerlo juntos. Yo creo que Joel me dijo que ustedes querían como empezar su propio como negocio así de social media management, etcétera. Manejar esa cuenta y subir las cosas y hacer el schedule, estar en contacto con pues yo también te puedo ayudar en contacto con el dueño de ambas empresas, mandándole el spreadsheet, decir, mira, estos son los posts que proponemos para el mes de abril, y él los chequea y dice que sí o no, y después cuando dice que sí, es hacerle el schedule para que se monten. O ya cuando diga que sí, ya hacer el creativo, ¿cierto? El Canva, la imagen en Canva, pero lo que sí va a hacer Jason es hacer como un social media guide. Eso sí nos van a pagar a nosotros para hacer el social media guide. Entonces me cuentas. All right, sorry, that was a new client that we have that I'm trying to get these girls to do the social media marketing for. All right, so I want to figure out if these guys have anything good that ranks for anything here. Okay, so 1,400. Okay, marijuana quiz definitely is working. Marijuana. Heroin addiction quiz. Am I addicted to cutting? That doesn't make sense. Alcohol addiction. Marijuana. So it looks like I addicted to Adderall. Pot. So marijuana seems like the biggest quiz. Yeah, looks like the one that's working the best for them. There's marijuana, alcohol, and I did see heroin once. There's crack. No, that doesn't make sense. Cocaine addiction quiz. Am I addicted to coke? Let's see. This is how I determine what they should be writing about. Like, it doesn't make sense to go after any of these addiction quizzes. Yeah, so this ranks for 24 different keywords. Am I addicted to cocaine? Oh, cocaine addiction test. The word test. Let's see. Are you addicted to cocaine? Take this quiz. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely going to create one for, let's do heroin. Heroin, definitely marijuana and cocaine. Wait, there's an E on cocaine, right? Yeah. Okay. New. And what I do is no, sí, serían dos cada semana para cada cliente, pues dos para, como tú dijiste, dos para Peace Valley y dos para RX Advocates. Y, pero los dos que van a ir en Facebook y Instagram van a ser iguales. Pero para LinkedIn tienen que ser un poco diferentes porque esa audiencia de LinkedIn es más profesional y es diferente. Entonces para LinkedIn creo que va a ser uno totalmente diferente. Mira cómo los tienen ahorita. Compara los que ellos tienen ahorita, los que pusieron la semana pasada o el mes pasado en Facebook and Instagram y después compáralos con los que pusieron en LinkedIn. Yo creo que el tono y el post va a ser un poco diferente. All right. So, yeah. So, what I do is like, okay, so we need to create quizzes for this client. Like, am I addicted to heroin? Am I addicted to marijuana? Am I addicted to cocaine? So, in order to tell our writers what to do, the good thing is that we've been working on, in this field for 8 years now, and our writers have been with us for about 6 years. So they know exactly what to do. Like if I just tell them, like, look, we need 200 words for each one of these, please do it. They already know what to do. But for many people, they don't know what to do, and they need some sort of an outline. So I'll go through what an outline looks like here, because I think it'll help anybody that's watching. Man, I haven't done an outline in a while. I have to scroll all the way up. Here we go. Screencast-o-matic. Let's see. Okay, so this is what we used to do in the beginning, is do these type of outlines. So word count, 2,000 words. Okay, so actually I should not. There we go, file. I'll make a copy. That was from 2020. So I haven't made an outline for our writers because they're just not necessary. now because our writers know what to do. April 2020 pages. Okay, so I'll create a new, oops, I'll select this. Okay. So I'm just going to label this as, this is going to be the heroin rehab, whoops, addiction quiz outline. So, you know, before you, let's say that you want to get into search engine optimization. Obviously, the first thing you need to realize is, you know, what are you trying to optimize for? And through research, I've figured that these type of quizzes, you know, like, am I addicted to heroin? Am I addicted to alcohol? Am I addicted to whatever drug? They are highly converting pages. If someone lands on there, it's either because they're trying to figure out if their loved one needs help or if they themselves need help. So they want to take a quiz. And the quiz should be somewhat interactive where they can, like, you know, answer a question yes or no, press, you know, on the radio dial, you know, button, and then a score will tally up and then tell them, no, you're okay, or you are on the verge of addiction, or yeah, you're a full-blown addict, you need to contact someone here, fill out our form right away, or, you know, chat with someone right now. So these are highly converting. So, and I've known that because obviously we've done the research, or I've done the research long ago. We've done it for various clients. So we need a heroin addiction quiz. So what do I tell the writer? Let's say a writer that's never written a quiz before or done any of this type of work. We got to tell them a few things. So obviously the business website and then the business name, how it's spelled here, it's spelled wrong, correctly, so that when they mention it, they know that, hey, this is how you mention this, this company. You shouldn't be mentioning it any other way. Okay, so goal. Word count, you know, what the target word count is. The goal, what the goal is of this page once it's put up. The goal is to rank for the for the keyword, am I addicted to heroin? Sorry, the keywords. Am I addicted to heroin? Heroin addiction quiz. And, whoops. Heroin addiction test. So this way they know that they should be including these keywords somewhere within the text. And our writers know that it should be at a consistent frequency within the text. It should be mentioned, whether it's a header, you know, or a question that is posed and then they're answering. That way they know to not just say the word quiz all the time, but maybe put the word test in there or any synonym of the word quiz, test, you know, questionnaire, etc. Target audience reader, potential addict, or loved one of an addict. Right? So the tone should be a little, it should be professional, right? It should be like, you know, this is not a blog post where you can have maybe even like an opinion involved or more casual language. It should definitely be more professional and direct. So the writing voice and reading level. For SEO purpose, our target audience is at a 6th grade reading level. So focus on making the content easy to read. I always tell them to use the Hemingway app. If you've never used it, it's a great app to use when writing content for anybody. It's not even for search engines. You want to make it a 6th grade reading level. That's the reason why newspapers and, any art magazine or highly read blog on the internet, the reading levels between fifth and sixth grade, because people, that's the general reading level. If you read, for example, the New York Times or whatever, the reading level is very low, because they don't want to exclude anyone. They want to make sure that it's easy to read. And that includes Google. We want to make sure that Google knows that anybody could read this. It's not complicated to read. It's not high level reading. Anybody can read this. So if the Hemingway app is an editor that's free, and you could type in any content here, and it'll start telling you, what grade level it is, and any mistakes that you may have, or how to correct your current content. So let's take a look at, for example, like just this part of this quiz right here, the very beginning, to do the Hemingway app. How does it rate it? A ninth grade reading level. So I would even shorten this. Spend less than 15 minutes using our Am I Addicted quiz to learn more about your or your loved one's potential addiction severity. That's a very long sentence. I would rephrase that, and you could even do it right here in this editor, and it'll tell you. Spend less than 5 minutes using our quiz. Learn more about your potential addiction or your loved ones. Your addiction severity or your loved ones Let's see what it says about this. So this is how you fix something to be more readable. So it's 8th grade. The following 11 questions have been designed the following are used by, okay, so health care professionals use the following 11 questions to assess addiction severity. Your response will remain 100% anonymous. Okay, so we're at 9th grade. So this could even be fixed even more to be at a lower reading level. But you get what I'm saying, is that I tell our writers to use this so that they're at a 5th to 6th grade reading level. The tone is formal. Point of view, third person. Avoid using second person. First person can be used if you're writing as if we were springboard here. As if you were springboard recovery. Stating our treatment options, etc. This is an expository article. Avoid argumentative statements. Use Grammarly. Write naturally. No need to sound spammy. Okay. I don't need that linked in there. Sounds spammy. Meaning there's no need to say, our addiction quiz does this, or every single time mentioning the keyword or anything like that. We don't need to stuff keywords. Non-main keywords. Okay, so I already mentioned that, but I'll copy paste them here. Semantic keywords. Okay, LSI graph. So there's this free tool like LSI graph where, for example, I type in a keyword, and then it tells me a bunch of different synonyms for the keyword. Well, here it doesn't, because it doesn't have enough data in order to tell me. So that's fine. We don't really care about that right now. As a matter of fact, I can remove it from here. Okay. So I don't like their intro. Let's see these guys' intro. Where's the heroin one? There it is. This one's a bit too long. Definitely. We already have a quiz for alcohol addiction. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So this one's here. Body is the quiz itself. Let's go to some quiz examples. Okay, so I got to put some examples here. Heroin addiction quiz. Cocaine, no. Cocaine. These are the top ones. So I always include the top examples or top pages that rank. There we go. So that's it. And then okay, so leave here. I'm gonna close all this stuff. So obviously you want to make an outline for any new writer that doesn't know how to write for SEO purposes, but What I do nowadays is, since our writers are already good at this stuff. What was I going to do? Heroin, marijuana, cocaine. Okay, so I'll do those, just those big three right there. What I do is I create a video. So I'm going to do the video now. I use Screencast-O-Matic. Check, check. Okay, so that's working. Hey, Nicole, I'm making this video for these quiz pages that we need to create. I created one outline just as a reminder of a few things. The word count's already on the spreadsheet for this one, and same with the others. It's the same thing. You just replace the drug name with the other drug name that you're writing for. And the goal is to rank for those keywords. The target audience is a potential addict or loved one of an addict. For SEO purposes, we definitely want to run these through the Hemingway app for readability. You already know about the tone and point of view. The main keywords again are here, which are those three. And then for the outline part, we for the intro, I like this intro. Well, sorry, before that, we do have one quiz page already, which was written by Gerard. I think it's pretty good. It's new. But you can see this is kind of the format that it's going to follow, as far as when the programmer puts it up on the page. So that's why I put 2,000 words, because there's a lot of content that can be added to these, as you can see. You can kind of follow this outline here. Treatment options, etc. There's just a ton of content here. And make sure to cite the sources, and then have like an outro, I guess, a conclusion with we can help type thing. I think this one's way more than 2,000 words, so I think it should only just be 2,000 words for now. So yeah, I found some quiz examples. Well, for this one, the rehabs one has a pretty good intro, but I think it's this intro is good, but it's a bit too long, as you can see that when you read it. By the time you get down to the I want the quiz to be like, right away. So here you can't even see the quiz yet. You have to scroll down, and then you have to press a button. So I think it's way better if you just have like a one paragraph intro, and then the quiz is right away, just like I think we have it here. Well, here you can't see anything. It's just a bad layout. This is all going to change, where we're going to have the quiz right up top where this starts, but this has to be programmed so that it's more interactive. But for right now, this is the way it's going to look. But if anything, yeah, it should come up quickly. Oh, and if you can write the table of contents as well, like, where you want, which sections you want to go right away to. So like this goes right to take the alcohol quiz. I think I should probably just move this image down. That way the quiz is higher. But yeah, so that's that. And then there's some examples of some quizzes here. These are like the top 3 that come up on Google, but you could do your own research as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye. All right, so that's done. I'll just upload that to the cloud. Quizzes, Nicole. And then I send her that video and the outline, and she knows exactly what to do. And she directs all the other writers. Oh wait, does she have access to that? Share with Nicole. Is she in here? Yeah, she's in there. So once that video's uploaded, I put it in here. Video link. Then I tell her on Asana. Rows. What? 803 to 805. Okay. 805 are ready for you. It's actually 803 to 806. Made a video for 806. Needs to be ran through. Ran through Hemingway app and rewritten where applicable. Readability. Okay. Damn it, I knew it was run through. Okay, so there's the video. Video here. Assigned to Nicole. So this is basically what I do every day. Like before, I was the one either writing or actually, directing the writers. But now Nicole directs the writers. Okay, so that's done. So there we have an extra 8,000 words being written right now. Once they're done with this batch, I'll have her do another, 8 to 10,000 words, for this client. So it just depends on the client, how many words, and obviously their budget. But that's how I determine what needs to be written. Okay, so the springboard recovery crawl has finished. So I'm going to export this. Where's the export button? Export, there it is. Browse, where am I saving this? Cancel, okay, so browse, export, SBR, okay. Where is it? SBR. This is it here. This is the entire website, by the way, crawled. Duplicate. I don't want to duplicate. I'm going to create a new one here. Rename this. Darn it. Go 40422. Does this have word count? I just want the word count on here. There it is. Delete all this stuff. Delete columns. Delete all this. Insert 2 to the right. There we go. I'm gonna delete all this stuff here. Delete rows. Delete this one as well. So this is the entire website. So for the entire website, I crawl the, oh, that's a long one. Crawl the entire website, and then I get stats for every single individual page just to see how they're performing. But there's a lot of text here, or a lot of URLs that this spider or this crawler crawled that I don't need, like all these images, CSS files, uploads. Yeah, all these are like images that I don't need to crawl. Delete rows, there we go. So in reality, there's only 1,548 pages. So I'm going to, it's a long and tedious task, but I'm just gonna do it because that's what I need to do. I think it's good for people to understand how this works. I wonder why this gives me a 0 word count on the home page, but whatever. So this is something that I do for every client at the beginning of the month, just to see where every single page is at and what we need to do to fix the content strategy. You know, looking at the entire website and being like, okay, this is working or this is not working. Okay, I'll leave it at recent. So this tool is going to give me a few metrics about each page, and I can only do 200 at a time, and I have to go through 2,000 some odd pages. So that's why it's long and tedious. And then I've got to, you know, export this and then copy paste it onto the spreadsheet that I have. Yes, I know you could probably use the API, but they keep updating it all the time. We used to use the API, but it just hasn't been working because it broke, you know, the thing that we built. So that's getting fixed. So right now it's just a very manual way to do this. This I can close. So here, I paste this here. And I keep going. Yeah, and I keep going, and then so once I'm done with this, I'm able to see what all of the metrics are. You know, our four key metrics for each page. Um, you know, are, and then I can determine, what we should do for those underperforming pages, or which ones are performing, or are they any up and coming internal pages that we should be looking at. So this takes a while, so I'm just going to do it now. I mean, literally, it's a lot of data entry when you do SEO. But it's stuff that like a client doesn't have time to do themselves. This is stuff that you won't even see like in a tutorial online, because not everyone wants to show all the ins and outs until you actually buy a course or whatever. But it's literally very manual. A lot of the stuff that you have to do, especially the analytical stuff, the stuff that you have to analyze. And I can do this for any website. I do this for competition. I analyze their websites and seeing what's working for them, what's not working for them, what can we copy and make better. That's what SEO, and I think a lot of the business world is. I mean, there are a lot of people that are innovators in business world, but they're basically copying someone else's things and making them better. Even like you look at a company like Tesla, they were not the first electric car to come up in the market. They just did it better than those that had already been out. And that's what I do with search engine optimization. I literally do these very manual processes and send them to the client, show the client that, look, this is the manual research that I did. Yeah, I'm using a tool, but a lot of it I'm doing manually because I want to test, and I want to analyze what the competition is doing and what we're doing on our website that is working or isn't working, etc. Um, in order to improve the website and also save them money, because we don't want to pour money into creating content towards topics or expanding on pages that aren't going to garner any results for them. And results mean admissions in the drug and alcohol rehab field. So if it's not going to garner admissions, then I have to have a very good reason why we want to rank for a certain keyword or add to a certain page, content, create a video for it, etc. There has to be a rhyme and a reason. So that's what I'm doing right now with this page, is figuring out, what's working and what's not working as of today, so that this month of April, we know very clearly what we need to work on, what we need to get rid of, what we should be doing. One thousand 101. Oh, okay. Okay, so get that here. What's up, Eric? Thanks for the like, bro. All right, so this is done now. So I've done the whole crawl for this website, and I know exactly what pages are the ones that are performing and which ones are not. And typically in a website, you know, it's the 80-20 rule. You know, 20% of the pages are going to be garnering 80% of all the traffic, and it's true pretty much on every site. So I like to take a look at which pages have the most indexed keywords, meaning that they're ranking for the most keywords. And for this website, it's like blog posts, like before and after meth, you know, pictures and stories is number one. They rank for, that one ranks for 2,263 total keywords. MDMA addiction. So this actually could be a very good converting page, but it tells me, you know, which ones are performing. These are all great because it tells me how many referring links or backlinks they have from particular, you know, from one particular domain. So this one has 30 unique domains linking to it for a total of 45 times. And a rough estimate on monthly traffic, but I don't really care right now about this. I care about indexed keywords and backlinks, you know. So for example, this Vyvanse one, interactions with Vyvanse, it ranks for 906 different keywords, and we haven't really built any backlinks to it just because it's not a very highly converting page. But since I know that this is ranking for a lot of keywords, I want to figure out if it is a converting page. So what I do is I go into analytics and I check it. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to go on into a client's, you know, analytics page to check if something is, you know, what's converting, what's not, for, you know, disclosure purposes. But that's what I'll do. As a matter of fact, I just do it here on the other window, and I'll be able to tell, is this a converting page or not? Are, you know, goals being completed from it? Yeah, I don't. It's not top 10 converting page. Let's see where it's at. It's spelled Vyvanse. Average for view. Yeah, so it's not very converting. Yeah, it's not converting. It's very, very low. So it's not worth it for the client to put more money into backlink building to try to increase the total traffic and stuff for this one. This one just happened to grow on its own. It was a page that was created and it just grew on its own, which is great. Valium addiction. Let me check if that one. If that one has any type of events going on. If it's a converting page or not. Valium. Yep, very low conversions. Neurohypnol, I know that's going to be very low. Sober after drinking. That's interesting. Let's see. Sober after drinking. Yeah, zero events last month. Okay. This one's in Spanish. Opioid prescription addiction. Let's check this one. Let's see. One event all month, so that's not good. To do after relapse, this could be a good one. Let's check it. Let's see. Nope, no events either. Okay, so either way, I mean, I've already, so this is basically what I do to check what's performing. So what's not performing, let's look at the zeros. Oh, wrong way, this way. Okay, so this is a pay, okay. So the about us, okay, we don't really care about us. Addiction rehab staff. Okay, that's a blog post. Oh. Okay, so this page right here is not performing. It's not ranking for any keywords. It does have some backlinks to it, but it's just not ranking for anything. 2022. Yeah, so this page is kind of like a zombie page. Let's just double check. It's not ranking for any keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take any content I can from it and I'm going to transfer it to any other page that is working. And I already know which one's working. You know, we do have an Arizona treatment page or a drug treatment page. That's where I'm going to tell our programmer. This page is the one that performs really well. So I'm going to tell them to redirect that one because we need to clean all this up. Addiction treatment, alcohol. Okay. And whoops. This page, I know it's not performing because we have it set to no index. Yeah, that's fine because it's a navigational page. Which is in the menu, but that's okay. We don't want it to rank for anything. We know it's not going to rank for anything, so that's fine. All of these addiction ones, that there's a strategy behind that. Alcohol detox, alcohol rehab. Wait. Oh, let me see something. Okay, so there's two, that's why. Delete that one there. This doesn't exist anymore. I don't know why it crawls it. Let me just double check. It should redirect. Yeah, it redirects. I don't know why it's counting the redirect. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay. Crisis forgotten. Scottsdale. Yeah, this one just needs to be. Okay, so these have been redirected. So what you do is, like, we know that these are not performing. Well, this one's already redirected. This one's already redirected. It's so weird that this is counting the redirects. Delete. U.S. alcohol crisis being forgotten because of opioid deaths. Okay, that's fine. This is a new one. I mean, it was just published in March, so obviously it needs some time to grow. Alcohol detox. What's going on with this page? Wow. Okay, there's something wrong with the formatting here. Alcohol detox. So this needs to be fixed. So this is the good thing about, crawling your entire site and going page by page to double check that everything is working correctly. This shouldn't even exist, this page, alcohol detox. This should go to here. Okay, this has been redirected already. March. That one's new as well. Arizona alcohol detox. Okay, that one's been redirected. Yeah, that's been redirected as well. That's been redirected. Arizona detox. I'm assuming this was redirected as well. Yeah. Delete that. That's been redirected as well. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. This page definitely is an example of something that's not working. Arizona intervention. That we definitely need to clean up. So I've got to figure out, what I need to do with this page. Like, do we have any other intervention pages? So I'll do Control F, Control F, intervention. What happens after an intervention? That one is ranking for something. Same with like these. Like, can these all be? These aren't ranking for anything. Can I, redirect these? Arizona rehab. Delete that. Sober living. Control F. Sober living. Oops. Wait, Arizona sober living. Oh, I see. Yeah, so some of these are like at zeros. So they can be redirected. So there's a lot of things that can be cleaned up. We just have to go through them one by one. Yep. But the good thing is that we've done this already for many pages. This is just like the 4th stage of this. As you can see, we have a lot of content, but a lot of it has been reduced. And a lot of it has started to rank for keywords, which is great. So yeah, this is how you do a crawl for an entire website, and checking their content. You could do this you don't have to just do it for your client's website. It's recommended to do it for your competitions as well, having a full crawl of their website to see what's going on their end. Okay, so gotta check this. Checking end of day reports for Franco. Okay, so we're good there. So Springboard is good. Let me look at the next client. Really interested in this website. This one keeps improving every day. It's a brand new website. Sell House Fast San Jose. That's a really good one. Yeah, so this website's on the come up right now. Okay, so pretty much done with all this. All right, well, I'm done for the day. Tomorrow I will continue on my quest to optimize more websites, our clients' websites, and I'll probably be on working live just because I think people want to know what I do. I mean, they ask all the time, what is it I do online and how they can get into it. Yeah.